You're watching The Shift Asia. I'm Frida Liu. Today we're joined by Julian Neo, the Managing Director of DHL Express Malaysia and Brunei, a leader who has been at the forefront of transforming one of the world's most recognized logistics companies into a digitally enabled, sustainability-driven express delivery powerhouse. So under his leadership, DHL Express has advanced its green logistics agenda, strengthened its digital infrastructure, and supported businesses of all sizes in connecting to global markets. In today's conversation, we'll explore the shifting landscape of logistics, the pursuit of sustainability in an industry known for speed, and what it means to lead through disruption and innovation. So welcome, Julian.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. The logistics industry has undergone massive change over the past few years, from pandemic disruptions, we can't forget that, to e-commerce booms and sustainability pressures, right? What would you say are the biggest structural shifts shaping the industry today, and how is DHL Express responding to these changes?
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and good to see all of you. And I think from us, we've just renewed our strategy 2030. 5 big structural change trends that we're looking at.
Right.
The main one is global trade.
Okay.
The current geopolitical tensions, the trade wars, are giving everybody a little bit of
Headache. Yeah.
And also putting everybody's giving people sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Changes of tariffs, HS codes, onshoring, nearshoring. So that's one big trend. E-commerce boom continues to be a big driver for us. Third one would be climate change.
Okay.
I think we spoke about it a bit about it earlier about green logistics.
Yeah.
Third would be the evolving workforce. Yeah, because the workforce that we have today, learning from the learnings of the pandemic and the adoption of tech. It's a big focus for us today. So not just having the right culture, not just having the right attitude, but also you need to be very tech savvy.
Okay.
Yeah, because most of the investment in technology today, whether it's an automated guided vehicle, whether it's a material handling system, you need new skills to be able to handle those machines. Last but not least would be safety.
Okay.
Safety in terms of for the employees.
Right.
Because in logistics, as you see, accident rates continue to climb, whether it's on the road or on the sea or in the air. I think safety is one big area that we continue to look at.
Right. So a lot of things in your mind. Okay. Now, you've led DHL Express through periods of immense uncertainty and change. So what leadership lessons, I guess, have stood out for you when guiding teams through volatility and transformation?
Yeah. One of the things that was key and hasn't changed for many, many years since our previous CEO, global CEO Ken Allen, to now John Pearson, who's the new CEO, is to lead with purpose.
Okay.
I think looking at the team and the purpose team that we have, connecting people, improving lives, continues to be driving the company forth. And then I think strategy, it keeps or gives the ship direction.
Okay.
But it's culture and empathy that keeps the ship afloat.
Right.
So I think that's one big one, leading with purpose.
Yeah.
Second, one of the biggest learnings that we had from the pandemic was never stop communicating, and it's okay to over-communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, some people wouldn't have heard it the first time.
Absolutely. Especially when you have strategy at 30,000 feet high.
Yeah.
What would you be telling your drivers? What would you be telling your operations agents in the warehouse? What would you be telling the dispatch person? You can have fancy vision, and to do leadership attributes. But if one day you just go down to the warehouse and ask what are the top 3 priorities, the individual, the man or woman will not be able to.
Right.
Yeah. So you got to keep it simple.
Right.
Last but not least is to make sure that the expectations of the employees are kept very clear. Yeah, so I guess that what comes to accountability, but if it's not kept, even to a driver today, it's not easy. You got to ring the customer before you go. You got to make sure that the shipments are handled properly. You got to make sure your van is kept clean. You got to make sure that tires are checked. It's a huge long checklist compared to a dispatch guy 20 years ago. Today's drivers and this delivery has got a lot more responsibility. So those are the tricky things.
And they're the ones doing the running around, right?
Absolutely.
Very, very important.
Correct. So we have never really, belief of working from home, because we have never worked from home.
Yeah.
Since the days of the pandemic, we've delivered 55 million doses of COVID vaccines in Malaysia.
Right.
Around the world, we delivered to about close to 70 countries.
Right.
So we have never worked from home.
Okay.
Day in, day out has always been that work.
Because it was essential. These are essential services.
Correct.
Now, DHL Group has committed to zero emissions logistics by 2050. How is that global vision being translated into real action on the ground here in Malaysia and Brunei, which you take care in fleet, facilities and partnerships? And what has been in the process of doing this, also the toughest trade-offs?
Yeah. one of the three biggest area we look at clean operations. One would
Okay.
be 69% of our carbon emissions are from our aircrafts. So we have doubled down on that, because if you don't fix the air,
Yeah.
so two things that we've done: refleet our aircrafts with newer aircraft so that they're cleaner. Secondly, is we have doubled down on investments into sustainable aviation fuel.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have the group has purchased close to more than 20% of the
Right.
global supply of sustainable aviation fuel. Again, because of the scarcity of sustainable aviation fuel, it's not always available, and it's currently we're talking about 2.5 times more
More.
expensive than the traditional jet fuel. So
Wow.
that's one. So in Malaysia, we have sort of translated that into an offering where we are able to offer the book and claim solution to customers.
Okay.
So in measuring carbon, there's three scopes. Scope 1, Scope 2 is within your own control.
Yeah.
Scope 3 is where you have to deal with your supply
Suppliers,
chain.
yeah.
So the suppliers, you're right, supply chain, and that's where this solution enables SMEs, big corporates, and also global companies to manage their Scope 3. So
Okay.
that's one. Secondly, on fleet electrification, October 2022 was our first year that we were the first logistics company in Malaysia to start the electrification of last mile.
Okay.
Obviously, today you've got Post Malaysia, you've got CityLink and the rest
Right.
jumping on the bandwagon, which is really good.
Yeah.
At that time, due to limited choices of electric vehicles available, back in 2015, DHL was so adamant to electrify our last mile that we actually bought a startup.
Okay.
We bought a startup. We actually manufactured 22,000 street scooters, electric scooters.
Okay.
I would say scooter, but if you Google them, they actually look like pickup vans.
Right.
Yeah. So as far as electrification is concerned, we have a target of 60% to electrify our last mile by 2030.
Right. So this has been since 2015.
2015.
Where you invest in a startup
Yeah.
right now. And of course, technology is also transforming how parcels move from predictive analytics to automation and AI. So one of the most exciting innovations DHL Express is implementing regionally to enhance efficiency, visibility, and customer experience. And you already shared one example. Yeah.
One biggest example is the call center.
Okay.
So we take pride in our call center because we're the only one in the market that's 24/7.
Okay.
Yeah. And just before COVID, we take about 3,000 calls a day. Multiple. We could be customers calling on rates, customers calling to track shipments, customer calling to check whether what paperwork is required or why my shipment is stuck in customs, so on and so forth. Today, it's reduced to 900 or 800. It's not because that the engagement has gone down or gone away. The customers, these engagements have now turned to non-voice. So your AI chatbots, your RPAs, your robots and all that are taking over all these jobs.
Yeah.
So when a customer service agent in the past, when they handle a call, you can only talk to one person at one time.
Yeah.
Today, they can handle 4 or 5 chats almost simultaneously.
Right.
So if you look at that manner, they have gone maybe 4 times more productive.
Right.
So
and the customer experience is better, right?
Much better.
Yeah.
Right. So machine learning, LLP are things that we've invested quite a bit. As we speak, our customer service team plus commercial team has going through a whole revamp of tech stack. So this year has been a very, very busy year because we roll out new tech platforms with Gen AI, predictive AI into their day-to-day script.
Right.
So a salesperson today, let's say they have an appointment to meet Frida today, and you are, let's say, from the sustainability background, they will be able to role play with the bot before they come and see you.
Okay. Okay. So they are better prepared with their answers as well, right?
Correct.
Now, I have had the pleasure of hearing the DHL story through Caleb, right, about growth and transformation of your global agri-food sector, with the goal to ensure DHL plays a pivotal role to global mission to feed 10 billion people by 2050, both from a profit and purpose perspective. So, and logistics is often the unseen enabler, in this mission, right? Tell me more about this, because I was very mesmerized about what you guys are doing in this space.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite a complex. Yes, definitely an invisible hand behind.
Yeah.
But actually quite a complex setup. We have started long ago, not focusing into agri or agro, but we've been handling life science, blood sample, clinical trials. So the temperature control, the cold chain facility, the investment that put into that supply, that capability has enabled us to be able to handle agro-food as well.
Right.
So that's one, because agro-food is a long food chain, right from production to food security to wastages. So that's one. And secondly, we need to also know whether the network is capable of handling from where it's being produced to where it's being stored to where it's being consumed.
Right.
So I guess when we are covering 220 countries and territories, that sort of gave us the big footprint to be able to handle this. Last but not least is actually paperwork, policy, certification. I'll give you an example. We launched Durian Express
Okay.
back in 2022,
Okay.
right smack in the middle of the pandemic,
Okay.
when all the SS2 stalls were not able to sell them
Okay.
retail.
Yeah.
There were abundant of food
Yeah.
left to waste.
Yeah.
So we found Durian Express.
It's a
where
crisis.
So
Yeah.
we took the frozen pulp,
Yeah.
pick up, make your order by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll ship it out at 4. You get it next morning before 11 o'clock. Hong Kong, China, and Singapore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Durian Express, right?
Correct.
And also, beyond every transformation, right? And you talk about your team and right down from the top to the bottom, right? How do you build that culture of excellence, right, and agility and care within such a large and diverse organization? What's in the DNA?
Sure. I think the common theme that we always hear is culture eats strategy for breakfast. So 15 years ago, the company launched a program called Certified.
Okay.
Yeah, Certified. And that program has continued to today. This year we're celebrating its 15th anniversary.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. For example, even a person joins DHL today, they go through a weeks and months of program to make sure they are properly inducted. So if a dispatch or a courier person joins us, it's welcome to my country. You need to know what Malaysia is all about.
Okay.
Malaysia has got 14 states. Malaysia has got Sabah, Sarawak.
Yep.
And then you say, welcome to my company.
Right.
What is DHL about?
Right.
Yeah, so they go through, and they don't just go through the learnings and the work streams of what they do. They also learn what customer service does. They learn what finance does. They know what HR does. So that has given them a understanding of not just thinking as a silo. So they have also said, okay, if I don't deliver this shipment on time, a customer is going to call the call center. If I deliver this shipment broken or damaged, a complaint is going to come in, and the customer is going to claim for the damaged shipment. So that has enabled us to build a culture of results driven.
Okay.
Accountability, and also to actually promote a balance of respect and results.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how do you prepare the next generation of logistics leader for a digital sustainability driven future?
Yeah. I think it's a mix of three.
Right.
You need to still empower with empathy. You still need to have a huge amount of resilience, because the world is changing at its fastest pace today.
Right.
And last but not least is tech savvy.
Right.
Tech savviness is very, very important as we go through this digitalization, the boom of AI, with the opening of our new gateway last year.
Yes.
In October.
Everybody's very excited for me to visit it, which I haven't yet.
Yes,
okay,
please.
tell me more.
Correct.
Okay.
So what I'm going to tell you, we'll be able to show you that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have built that facility to far more ahead of time.
Okay.
It's able to manage our growth for the next 15 years.
Right.
So right from when the plane lands, so we have a plane two planes that land every day.
Okay.
One from Singapore, one from Hong Kong, connecting from the rest of the world, bringing shipments into Malaysia.
Right.
So they're on the tarmac. We have our gateway, and this is where all the trucks are lined up to out for delivery. So from when the plane lands, chalk down, the first shipment that leaves on the first truck takes 12 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's how fast we are.
Okay, so I have to see to
You
believe
have to see
it.
to believe it.
Okay, so I have to go, right?
So give us a few dates.
Okay.
The host, you and your team there. Yeah. And you see how fast. It's going to be quite early. The plane lands at 7-ish in the morning.
Okay.
So from the time chalk down,
Right.
first container out, first truck out,
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
All right, man. I'll take my timer there, right? Now, when you look ahead though, like in the next 5 years, right? How do you see logistics evolving? Whether it's in terms of automation, or sustainability, and customer expectation, what's the next frontier you're most excited about?
Correct. I think what I'm most excited about is the program that we have recently launched 2 weeks ago to help the SMEs.
Okay.
So I think in the challenges that we face today, the big boys will have enough resources. They have their trade compliance, they have their lawyers, the legal team, the finance team to take them through. I think what sometimes I take heart in and take pity, or not say pity, but concern with is other SMEs, because of lack of resources, they do many times often not sit and wait.
Right.
Yeah, sit and wait is not so good. You have to take a decision. So I think what keeps me going is to see how we can help the SMEs first, expand the business.
Okay.
So one of the SDGs to create prosperity.
Right.
To see how we can expand their business from domestic market and bring them out beyond the borders. So we're working with a few partners.
Right.
Some key partners would be like Bartrade,
Right.
some of the banks like UOB and CIMB. These are close partners so that we have formed an ecosystem from not just shipping alone, not just customs alone, but also marketing, managing cash flow, managing human capital, and with the SMEs.
And then also, I guess, you know how globally the standards for sustainability, right? So they need to have these standards in
Absolutely.
place. So I think then they can refer to the bigger parties to help them in that
Correct.
journey.
This morning we were just at the transport exhibition again, because scope 3 involves your suppliers and vendors,
Right.
and most of the time they are your SMEs.
Mm-hmm.
How do you hold them together?
Mm.
Go take them through the ESG. For them to engage a professional consultant to pay them through ESG is going to
Yeah.
cost them a bit.
Yeah.
But you know, the bigger MNCs will be able to lead the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Julian, is there anything else you want to bring up that I haven't had a chance to ask you?
Yeah. No, I think one key thing that is very close to DHL's heart is we've got the wheel of purpose.
Okay.
Left side of the wheel of purpose is what we do day in, day out. Deliver
Okay.
shipment,
Right.
answer calls,
Okay.
pitch to a customer.
Right.
The other part is where we call as DHL Got Heart.
Okay.
So under DHL Got Heart, there's the Go family.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 4 Go families. So one
Okay.
is Go Teach, which we work for Teach for Malaysia,
Right.
to support the underprivileged kids.
Okay.
Go Green, you have spoken a lot about
Okay.
it, to make sure that we have a cleaner, greener place.
Mm.
Go Help is disaster recovery.
Right.
So we've got a lot of assets around the world where we're able to mobilize flood,
Right.
volcano eruption, so on and so forth. I think what I'm really excited about is Go Trade, which is again back to the SMEs.
Okay. So very exciting, all these things that you're doing. So thanks for sharing and spending
you, Rhoda.
time, and also just listening and hearing what DHL is up to. So thank you once again, and you've been watching The Shift Asia.